Alright. Time to do the boring part of this, I think.
Eternally yours. After a nice sip of warm glühwein, Nellie grabbed a blanket to shield herself from the cold. Taking a moment to wrap it around her body delicately, she took a seat at her desk only to peer out the window for a moment and watch the snow fall. With her arms free to move outside the blanket.
Dude, I hate my voice, bro. What font would we want? Not the same one we used for Grail. Something nice. Kinda don't mind that, it's like handwriting. That looks kinda nice. Kinda like that. Yo, what's up, Cole? Trying to find a font real quick. I mean, I kinda like this, but... yeah, it looks good. We could look at that too. Oh, that's nice. I like that. That looks like kind of handwriting. That's what I want. I want something that looks kind of like handwriting, because she's like writing. I think this looks kind of good. We might go with that. I'm working on putting this out. I kind of have to do something boring. I kind of have to do something boring, basically, which is like... so I've already recorded all these little blue things you see down here. These are this is my voice. This is my voice recordings. And each black line just like shows that I like have cut it off, like basically. So these are just all the voice lines that I've recorded, or like basically me, like my audiobook. Like this is the audiobook of just this part. So I've done the hard part. Well, actually, I'm gonna redo some of these lines just because I'm like really nitpicky and I just don't like how I sound like all the time. But anyways, these are all the lines. Like if I play it, you can hear.
Blanket, she could continue with her drink, but most importantly...
so that's me reading it. This is just that picture. So this is gonna be like throughout the whole thing. But now I'm working on basically I'm gonna work on setting words up to where they match up as I'm reading it roughly, basically. Which, I don't know if there's an easier way to do this, because, you know, like, that's, like, the oldest trick in the book, right? Is, like, you know, you guys have all seen it, a YouTube video where, like, somebody reads something, you know, whether it be a story or something really short, and words follow, like, as they talk, right? And you always think, like, oh, that's probably super easy to do. Which I'd like to think it is, too. But the way I'm doing it isn't particularly easy, and it's a bit time-consuming, I'm not gonna lie. So... I don't know if I'm like missing something and there's like a really easy way to do it, but the way I do it is not particularly fun or easy. but I'm still gonna do it, so it is what it is. Basically, the hardest part is I just need to go through here, and I need to decide where these lines are gonna break. Because obviously we can't have it, like, flood over into her image, so... Which, luckily, it's pretty far over, so it doesn't matter too much. Let me see. Should there be a break there? I don't know. I didn't write it with a break. I wrote it without a break right there. But that doesn't mean I can't change it. I wrote it like that. Well, I can't quite get there. Technically, I wrote it like that. I think it looks better with the break, though. And then that has to go down. Basically, have to do like this with every fucking part of this. And then I have to make it match up. So... Oh, and I should probably bring it down here, because we probably want to put the title right here. So we'll do like another text thing right here. This one will be on the top layer. This one will go all the way here to the end. Right there. What software do you use? This is Filmora. It's alright. Isn't there a software that voice to text? Then you can edit it if it's wrong? I'm not sure. I don't remember what it's called. I have no clue, man. I've only ever used this software, and so I don't really know like if this is good or if this software is not good. I haven't really had very many problems with it. But obviously it could also be better. Looks bad in all those. Want something that looks really nice, like cursive probably, most likely. Something that looks kind of elegant. Hopefully you guys like this story. I think this is good. I'm always nervous to put out Nellie's stuff. I'm more nervous about Nellie than I am about Grail. But I edited it last night and I'm pretty proud of it. I think it's pretty good. I mean, I wrote this a long time ago. This was written like 2 years ago, but I needed to like bring it up to speed and like edit it a little bit. So I did that last night. I was actually I was trying so hard to get it done today so I could put it out today, but I've given up on that. Technically, I did get it done, kinda, but I want to make it perfect before I put it out. So I just figured I'll just work on it a bit more today and put it out tomorrow. None of these are popping out to me. None of these really look good. But yeah, I'll let you guys hear it in a second. If there's a couple more, like, if we get a couple more people in here, I'll just play the whole thing so you guys can hear the actual story and see what you think. And me reading it and let you see what you think of that, too. It won't have the words with it, though, until I do that part. Unless you guys just want me to do that first, but at that point you kind of would... Well, no, I guess you wouldn't really get the idea until... Dude, none of these look good yet, to be honest. A lot of them look weird. That looks okay, but I don't like the E. And that's like all of them. We just went through all of them. Uh-oh. I don't really like any of those. That one looks okay, honestly. We might just have to run that. I mean, it looks okay. It looks a lot better than the rest of them, to be honest. A lot of them are pretty shit. You gotta pay for them? Yeah, I had to pay for this. I mean, this might have something like that. I don't know what all this has, to be honest. I'm not, like, good at editing. I don't know. Kind of just a noob with it, but, you know, I do what I can. Alright, so basically the other thing we gotta do is now we gotta go back and we gotta line up our... So every time... This is how I do it anyways. So basically I type this out. Once we get a full page like that where we can't really put more, then we listen to this, and wherever that line ends on, wherever this line ends, we're gonna drag this, like, to that, basically.
Eternally yours. After a nice sip of warm Glühwein, Nellie grabbed a blanket to shield herself from the cold. Taking a moment to wrap it around her body delicately, she took a seat at her desk only to peer out the window for a moment and watch the snow fall.
The other thing I'm doing is I'm also making sure that my writing is the same words that I actually ended up speaking, because that's not always the case. Sometimes you kind of like speak a little bit different than you wrote it. See, but then I get nitpicky about this shit. Like, I don't like the way it looks, because I don't like that line being broke up. It wasn't meant to be. So now it looks weird to me. That looks better.
With her arms free to move outside the blanket, she could continue with her drink, but most importantly, she could continue her writing. Despite having an entire book to write, she really wanted to try something new today. The story she normally wrote was getting more difficult to write each time, and it felt like she was slowly losing interest. It made her feel sad, but the feeling only lasted a moment as she convinced her mind that all would work out in the end.
Okay, so boom, it ends right there, so then we drag this there. Go to advanced. Do animation. Typewriter. Double click that.
Eternally yours. Eternally...
Why is it so fast right now?
Eternally yours.
Oh, there we go. Has to be longer, that's what it is.
After a nice sip of warm Glühwein.
And it doesn't have to be perfectly accurate, but it just needs to be accurate enough.
The blanket to shield herself from the cold. Taking a moment to wrap it around her body delicately, she took a seat at her desk only to peer out the window for a moment and watch the snow fall. With her arms free to move outside the blanket, she could continue with her drink, but most importantly, she could continue her writing. Despite having an entire...
Like that, it's a little behind, but it's fine, like, you know. I just don't want people to be, like, reading this at the bottom when I'm still up here, because if you want to actually read my writing, you can, like, actually just read my writing, you know what I mean? Like, whereas this video is obviously designed for you to, like, listen to it. And if you're gonna listen to it, I'd rather you not, like, be way ahead, because... I don't know, it's like immersive. Like when I read it, it's a bit different. I don't know, it's just how I'm doing it. It doesn't have to be, it's not that it's right or wrong, it's just what I want.
To write. She really wanted to try something new today. The story she normally wrote was getting more difficult.
So now it should be decent.
Slowly losing interest. It made her feel sad, but the feeling only lasted a moment as she convinced her mind that all would work out in the end.
Boom, now we're on to the next part. So it's not that bad, and then we just gotta do that till we're done. There's one here, but I'm gonna change that. It was only there because it's a translation of a German part. Alright, and then the other thing that we can kind of do is just copy paste. Like, I think that's, like, the other best way of doing this is, like, we'll just... I don't know why it's not letting me paste, but... Just because roughly it's going to be the same, you know what I mean? So now we do. What was the last line? Work out in the end.
That all would work out in the end.
Yeah, work out in the end. Then we go to the next thing. So I'm kind of just grabbing 3 paragraphs at a time because that's kind of roughly what can probably fit. Although I say that, I don't think these 3 paragraphs are gonna fit. I say that, I don't think these next 3 paragraphs are gonna fit because they're a bit long. The only other part that's like a bitch to do is whenever I go here and I paste my writing in here, it does weird shit. So pretty much, like, best bet is just go in here and randomly hit enter, and then fix it later. Cause like I have to get it all on the page first. You know what I mean? So I kind of just have to go in here and randomly hit enter, just to get it all to like fit on this page. That way I can read it and then figure out where the enters are supposed to be. Like, alright. It's kind of annoying, man. I'm not gonna lie. This isn't like very fun. Trying to see what I did here. Well, that fits pretty perfectly actually right there. That's good. Wait, why did that? Yeah, this isn't all gonna fit here. Well, let's see. Is there a paste without formatting? Like if you right click, would that help it? I'll try that on the next one, I guess. I don't know. Maybe would that help it though? There might be, there should be, but I didn't think that would help it. If that helps it, that would be nice because it like fucks my format up. Because like I've got like the right format on my like left where I'm copying it from, but then it just like completely does whatever the fuck it wants to here, and it doesn't matter. So I could try that. Why did I put mom here? I don't like that. Mother. Remembering the story her mother had told. There's no way I read it as mom either. I feel like that. I never wrote mom for Nelly. I feel like that's weird. Well, that like perfectly fits on the page. That's good, I guess, right? I mean, it's kind of crammed a little bit, but only thing I don't like is the words are too high up here. I can make that a bit smaller. But then again, this one is like so. This one's not very close to it. Does that matter?
Like she was slowly losing interest. It made her feel sad, but the feeling only lasted a moment as she convinced her mind that all would work out in the end. Instead, today she wanted to write about herself, which was something she hadn't done in quite some time. She also wanted to write about the past few days she had spent with her mother, and a person who had gained a special place in her heart recently. So under the warm comfort of her bed, she pressed her hands against the side of her hair and pulled it.
I don't know why I said bed out loud. See, that's what I gotta go back through these like lines and make sure they're right, because I was just reading and like I said bed for some reason. She's definitely not in her bed. She's not like she's up writing. I don't know why I said that.
Back over her shoulders.
Like that line's wrong.
So under the warm comfort of her bed, she pressed her hands against the side of her hair and pulled it back over her shoulders. Lightly tapping the pen to her cheek, she gathered her thoughts for a second, then eagerly pressed it to the page as a large smile took over her face. I'm not even sure how to begin to describe this past week. It was quite an interesting one. First, I got to go to my mother's old home from when she was a kid. Well, the area at least.
See, I changed that too. I don't know if I should say like she wrote, but it's kind of implied that she is writing, obviously, but I didn't even read it. I didn't even put it there.
A large smile took over her face. I'm not even sure how to begin to describe this past week. It was quite an interesting one. First, I got to go to my mother's old home from when she was a kid. Well, the area at least. The home is no longer there, but she showed me a spot out by Dishvatsa Sea where she used to go and speak with my father before they got married. She laughed to herself, remembering the story her mother told her. Apparently,
Something like that. But yeah, basically we're gonna be doing that.
It was quite an interesting one. First, I got to go to my mother's old home from when...
Now I'm trying to question if I like that. Because it was originally supposed to be like, it was quite an interesting one, she wrote. First, I got to go, there's like a break. But it doesn't sound bad without it. It was quite an interesting one. First, I got to go to my mother's old home. I don't think it matters either way, either one's fine. I think I could do it without. I'll change it in the actual writing as well. Once I find it. It was quite an interesting one. I tried to like I tried to sound more excited as well, just because I feel like I've got Grail's like vibe down when I talk. But Nelly is like meant to be a bit more upbeat. I don't know how you can edit without music. I mean, I would be editing with music, but YouTube doesn't want me to stream and play music, so I can't really do much about that. Other than risk copyright strikes, which I'd rather not do, I guess. Can't stream and play music, brother. Feels bad.
Mother's old home from when she was a kid. Well, the area at least. The home is no longer there, but she showed me a spot out by Dishvatsa Sea where she used to go and speak with my father before they got married. She laughed to herself, remembering the story her mother told her.
Like right there, I said told her rather than just told. I mean, it doesn't have, like, if I'm wrong by a word or something, it's not like, it's not that deep, but it'll just bother me, though.
Remembering the story her mother told her.
And then it does dumb shit like that, and you gotta undo that, because it'll fuck up everything in your life. And I'm not sure why it does that. It'll do it there again. It's snapping to different things, that's why. But see, like, look, it's off. And if I put it to where it's on, then it, like, fucks it up for some reason. Oh no, it didn't that time. I don't know, it does some weird shit. I'm not good at editing, bro. Alright, let's see. This next one's a big one, so I'm only gonna do two paragraphs. These paragraphs are big. Alright, what did you say? You said to... Wait, hang on.
She laughed to herself, remembering the story her mother told her. Apparently...
Yeah, see, I didn't even say had there either. Remembering the story her mother had told her. I didn't say that.
Remembering the story her mother told her.
I guess I could just get rid of had there. Again, it doesn't matter that much, but it kind of matters to me. Very particular with my work, so...
Family was was super strict, so he would lie.
Okay. So you're saying, no, there's just a paste option. That's all I'm getting right here. Just a paste option. Why is it showing this? Why is it showing the wrong words? Hello? Why is it showing those words? Ah, because it just completely fucked up everything that I was doing. That's why.
With my father before they got married. She laughed to herself, remembering the story her mother told her. Apparently, his family...
There we go. Luckily I didn't... Luckily I noticed that first. I didn't have to do all that again. Yeah, this is just one big paragraph that I wrote. Alright. It barely fits. This paragraph barely fits, right? Why not try pasting it on the actual window itself? Or is that what you're doing? I could try that too. I'm pasting it on this left side, which I feel like wouldn't change anything, but yeah, I could try pasting it over here in a second. I'll try that on the next one.
Told her. Apparently, his family was super strict, so he would lie and say that he was out helping my grand...
I just realized that that's off. And now, like, they're all one off because it was so close already. It's so close. Like, it's just like they're so close to being off the page. I mean, I guess it can kind of go over her a little bit. It's not that bad. There we go. That's pretty good. Doesn't matter. You can read it, obviously, so.
Alright. Told her. Apparently, his family was super strict, so he would lie and say that he was out helping my grandfather, which was funny when they found that my mother's father lived elsewhere. I would have loved to hear my father tell this story to me. He was so charismatic. He told stories the way they should be told. I always like to think that I get the urge to write and create from him, Nellie wrote with a smile. Unfortunately, he passed away when I was 11. He was a blacksmith turned soldier that died helping others here in Vela. Recently, I decided to honor him by enrolling in a local college, but it's not just some average college. If you haven't been living in a cave, then surely you've heard of the Valenhurst Battle Academy. I guess it's no big deal, really. It's only the biggest all-female battle tactics school in all of Germania, and get this, I even got to meet Shamora, you know, the Shamora, one of the founding sword sisters from Zion. She was so lovely, and her technique was just... Nellie's hand stopped. I'm gonna... Nellie's hand stopped.
Okay. Yeah, let me try that now. Let's see. Alright, let's see if what you're saying works. Alright. Boom. Another one. We're getting through this relatively quick, though. It's not that bad. It's boring. That's all. It is boring. Alright, we're gonna leave an A there, just in case, because I need something to paste into. Let's see. Alright, what did we end on? Nellie's hand stopped. Yeah, right here. Copy. Alright, let's try pasting it in here. I can't paste it in here. Doesn't let me. I mean, I could try Control V. That didn't really help. It's kind of the same thing, I think. It's just because like what I write in and this is different. That's really all it is. It's just it kind of sucks though. That's all. But yeah, it's still fucked up. I mean, what I have to do isn't that bad. It's not that deep, but it is at the same time. I don't know. Alright.
And stopped. I'm getting off track again, aren't I? She concluded, crossing out the last few lines she had written. Where was I? Where was I? Oh! Nellie pressed the pen down again. My father always told me about how happy he was with my mother, so when I think of his passing, I try not to be sad. Instead, I try and remember his smile, his laugh, and most importantly, the way he looked at my mother. He could sit across from her without speaking and still make her feel loved. With him, she was always happy. Nellie wrote down the thought as she recalled such a wondrous feeling. I've been really wanting to write about this because recently I've been speaking to someone who's made me feel the same way.
I think I prefer this. Who makes me feel the same way? I need to re-say that line too.
Really wanting to write about this because recently I've been... been speaking to someone who's made me feel the same way.
And any of the lines I know for a fact I'm gonna re-say, I'm just kind of throwing them down here so I know. But I'm gonna give it another listen when I'm done anyways. I might like go over certain ones that I don't like.
She had way. Nellie's heart skipped a beat.
Alright, I mean we're going through this pretty quick. Now we're on to this. Another paste. Plop that over there. I don't know if I can put all this in there. I want to try, but this is a lot to put in. But it's kind of like I have to. Kind of awkward. This one's gonna be awkward. There's like so much text here. It's like 3 paragraphs. I can't really split them that easily, so we're gonna have to see if I can get all this on there. I want to see, what time is it? 11:30? I doubt my dad's awake. I almost want to call him though and see if he is. I feel like he's not. Oh yeah, it's Sunday. Yeah, he's not. Never mind. Yeah, this is gonna be too much text. Too much text. Bruh. I fucking hate editing text. It's really not fun at all. Whatsoever. Don't think I can make all that fit on the screen. But it's so close at the same time. God damn it, it's so close. It's so close, man. Look how close it is. Like, it's on there, but this is in the way. I mean, I want the title to be there, though. I mean, I could maybe make her smaller and make the title up there, but I feel like I like the way it looks right now. Is there anything that I'm missing that I can somehow get something back? I mean, I could make this to where it's not a spaced, but I think that it looks too good being spaced. Yeah, that, or I can just drag the text and make it smaller, but then I feel like I gotta do that with all of them. I mean, that's probably the best thing to do. Because now also this is like, it's in the way. It's too... Ah. Maybe I just shouldn't put that thing there. Maybe I should... Only I can make these spaces in between the words like a bit shorter. Fuck. I mean, I guess it's fine.
I even got to.
This is not centered, by the way. But it won't tell me where the center is. It just like, it tries to center it there, but that's not the center of the words. It's actually just the center of the thing. So it's like, the center is somewhere like right there, I think. But it's kind of hard to tell.
You know, the Shamora. I'm getting off track again, aren't I?
Oh, and this A is still here.
She concluded, crossing out the last few lines she had written. Where was I? Ellie's heart skipped a beat. She had written about him before, but never like this, and although her writing would most likely not be read,
Wait, hang on. I didn't say now right there. I got one word.
would most likely not be read. Before, but never like this, and although her writing would most likely not be read, she was still nervous. Nellie always wanted to show everyone love throughout her life, but this time was different, like it was meant to be. But deep down she knew if she wrote...
Maybe that would fit there. If I do that, and then... like it was meant to be... boom. That does... basically fit. Doesn't really help me that much, though. Because that won't. Maybe if we take this one... that one... this one... like that? I mean, I think I got another... yeah, I got one more line. Does that look good? Oh, no, this word's still off. See, like I said, this should be a lot easier than it is. I think. It should be a lot easier, but there we go. I think it's good. Not sure that I like that the like period hugs the edge so much, but whatever. I'm so nitpicky about this shit, bro.
Come on, Nell. Who cares what people think?
Alright, let's just listen to this again.
She had written about him before, but never like this, and although her writing would most likely not be read, she was still nervous. Nellie always wanted to show everyone love throughout her life, but this time was different, like it was meant to be. But deep down she knew if she wrote or talked about it, others would judge her based on its weird nature. Oh, come on, Nell. Who cares what people think? She said aloud, before taking a deep breath. Do you remember the man I wrote about before? The one from my dreams? She posed a question to her imaginary audience. Last time I was nervous, so I refrained from mentioning that I viewed him as a beloved friend. But I see him quite often, and while I don't have full control over everything that happens in my dreams, I am still me, am I not? What I experience in my dreamland is real. She paused. When I'm with him, I feel love? It's sort of hard to explain. I mean, how could you love someone you aren't even sure is real? She wrote with a nervous laugh. But this last time I woke up... could you love someone you aren't even sure is real? She wrote with a nervous laugh. Feel love? It's sort of hard to explain. I mean, how could you love someone you aren't even sure is real? She wrote with a nervous laugh.
Alright, on to the next ski. That was a difficult one because it was kind of a lot to put there. So this one, like it should, that's about as difficult as it'll get, I think. I hope. Let's see. Alright, she wrote with a nervous laugh. Yeah, these next paragraphs are pretty long, so I probably can only do 2 each. We're like halfway through the thing. Or well, we can actually check right here. Yeah, we're pretty much exactly halfway through. Or I guess halfway through after this part would be the technically correct way of putting that. Alright. Trying just to grab the first letters of a lot of these sentences. is like that's a good way to start, I think. And then we can choose which ones. But then this one is just too long. Alright. We could just start at the top, I guess. That's probably the best way to do it. I feel like I might want we are to be just on its own line, but I'm not sure. We are is like a really important thing in the actual book. I know it sounds dumb, it's like simple, but it's an important thing. What's up, Harley? I just wish I liked my voice, like, cause like when I read this stuff, I don't like the sound of it. It's so frustrating to not like the sound of your voice when you're like when you gotta like fucking read all this shit. Is that the end of the sentence? Yeah, it is. Or yeah. Alright. I mean, I could do that. We are. I don't think I need to, though. Alright, that one's easier.
Hard to explain. I mean, how could you love someone you aren't even sure is real? She wrote with a nervous laugh. But this last time I woke up lying next to him. It was in my room and I had my arms around him so tight that nothing could take him away. I wanted so much to wake him, to talk to him and ask how he was, but instead I rested my head against his. I felt happiness like never before. And yeah, I know I'm always so happy, but this time was different. I wish you could feel it. It's so special. I wish I knew a much better way to describe it. We are. She stopped for a moment, getting stuck on finishing the last line, and even started to question how crazy she must seem. The thought of him not being real did enter her mind, but she was hesitant to write it down, for she did not truly believe he was just made up from her mind. When she saw him in her dreams, he often appeared as a ghost, but something made her feel like her subconscious did not create him to feel some void.
I don't like the sound of that. I'll redo that line. Your voice sounds fun. I mean, I don't like it. I just don't like it. It sounds weird.
Maybe I am just.
Alright. Next one. And then once I'm done doing these, I'll just like play the whole thing so you guys can hear it if you want to. When it's not broken up like this. Alright. Fill some void. That's the last one we did. I'm gonna have to do 2 paragraphs again because these are still kind of long ones. Well, that fell apart. That fell together quite nicely right there. That looks good. Alright, so something like that.
Made her feel like her subconscious did not create him to feel some void. Maybe I am just crazy, but the feeling I got when I first saw him in my dream so many years ago, when I wrote about it, I said I felt like I was looking for something in my room and couldn't find it. The dream ended when I saw him. She took a long pause. Could it be that he was the thing I was looking for? The thing that was missing? Could this be someone I knew in a past life? Nellie wondered while clutching the amethyst necklace that dangled from her neck. You know, my mother often told me that she believed if someone's life ended before they completed their life's goal that they would be reborn. Could it be that I did know him, and we were... Her writing trailed off again.
How do you get videos to get views on YouTube? I don't know. I don't get views on YouTube. And I feel like my videos are pretty good. I mean, I put out a sneak peek to the Renmore Reaper, and I thought that shit was pretty fire, and it got like 17 views. So, like, I don't know. If you figure it out, let me know. I mean, I would tell you, best advice I can give you is don't make videos, make shorts. I mean, you should probably make videos too, but honestly, like, put your time and effort into shorts, bro. Shorts, you'll get some views. I do know that, but you have to post every day. So I'd recommend making easy, like, things that you can make a bunch of. I mean, you need them to be decent. They don't need to be the best thing ever either, though. Like, I don't know what you've heard, but, like, YouTube is definitely quantity over quality, bro. Like, you should put out, like, instead of putting out one amazing video that you edited perfectly, put out 7 videos that you kinda edited decently. It's just better that way. That's just YouTube. Until you, like, once you become big, then maybe you can do quality over quantity, but until then, like, if you're, like, trying to build a fan base, you have to do quantity. But you have to just put shit out. I mean, obviously, the better it is, the better, but you need to put shit out. Like, you have to just put a bunch of shit out. And I have not been doing that recently. I haven't been putting out any shorts anymore, because I don't know. I just tried it, and just YouTube just fucks you, like, at every turn. I mean, I would recommend if you really want to get views on YouTube, my advice to you would honestly just be like make a fucking TikTok account and make TikToks every day and then mention your YouTube in there. That's how I started getting some views. Like, YouTube fucks you, man. I'm just being honest here. Like, YouTube is pretty rough. So I would recommend that you not use YouTube. Like, even if you want to, like, be big on YouTube, like, I want to be big on YouTube. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm about to start putting all my time and effort into TikTok. Because I think that me putting my time into TikTok will build my YouTube faster than me putting time into YouTube, which is absolutely sad, but it's just true. It really is just true. Like, me putting time into TikTok is better for my YouTube than me putting time into my YouTube, which is insane, but it's actually true. Like, I don't know. As far as I'm aware, it's true anyways. I mean, I don't know. YouTube is pretty brutal to people that, like, don't have a following yet. It's not as bad if you already have a following, YouTube's not terrible. Well, it's not even that it's not terrible, it's like quite good if you already have some following, but if you don't have a following at all, it's pretty rough.
Her writing trailed off again. She felt a wave of thoughts hit her mind, thoughts that people would make fun of her for talking like this. Nellie knew she was being as logical as possible, but this whole scenario was just plain weird. Though she couldn't be more certain that he was not just some random man in her dreams, she felt like she was meant to meet him. Lost in her thoughts, her hand grew numb from the cold, and by the time she finally snapped out of her daze, her wine had lost all heat and was no longer any good to her. She peered into the mirror to see herself again, but this time there was no smile, just deep thought. It was weird seeing herself without a smile. Everything now just felt different. Well, anyway, like I was saying, Nellie began to write again with a sigh. Like I was saying, Nellie began to write again with a sigh.
I don't know if you looked, but my lower quality video of the same kind of thing, but better all around. Like it's better. Burnout S&D one has 500 views, and the better one has 25 views. Are you talking about shorts or videos? If you have a video that has 500 views, you did something right, because I've never even got close to that shit. I'm assuming you're talking about shorts. Just a guess. Just because, yeah, 500 views on a video is pretty damn hard to do. But no, that is you are complaining, or not complaining. You are saying the same shit that I've complained about before, bro. Where like it is a video. I mean, you did something right then, because I can't fucking touch numbers like that, bro. The highest number I ever got on a video was like 260, and that blew me a fucking way, bro. I was like, holy fuck, I'm famous. But anyways, but no, what you're complaining about there is something I've complained about a bunch, where like, dude, I will put out the dumbest video. I'll put out the dumbest fucking video, and well, like short. I don't get views on my videos regardless. But I'll put out the dumbest short ever, and it'll get 5K views, and I'm just sitting here looking at a fucking masterpiece of a short get 0. And I'm just like, cool. This play and commentary, like the commentary is funny as fuck. The play is super badass, and you'll never see it again. It's a one-off thing. Like, I am one of the only people in the world that could do that. What I just showed you, what I just showcased. I talked shit. It was funny. It was cool. It was everything you could ever want in an Apex clip. 0 views. Then I'll post some random shit. It gets 5K. It's just stupid. Like, it's just so stupid. Like. But yeah, shorts go crazy, bro. Post shorts. That's like all I can tell you to do, man. Because yeah, they'll go crazy, and I will let you know this is how it's gonna work. I'm just like, if you're new to posting shorts and you don't know what to look for, all I'm gonna say is this, and this is at least for me, and I'm pretty sure this is probably for everyone else. But when you post a short, it will not get any views after like an hour, pretty much all the time. So however many views your short gets within like the first hour and a half, that's like how many views it will have, pretty much. So like whenever I get like the 5K shorts, you know, it gets those 5K in the first hour, and then it doesn't get any, because they don't get passed around after like an hour. So essentially, like whatever view you get in the first hour, like that's pretty much it's done. I've had a few videos get like a couple views after, but like super rare, super rare. But videos, I don't know, man. That's crazy that you've got a video at 700. I mean, I imagine, did you make a nice thumbnail? I think nice thumbnails are probably like one of the best things you can do to get more views, which is part of the that's probably part of the reason I don't get a lot of views, is because I don't make good thumbnails. I don't know how to. I don't really know how to make thumbnails.
I ended up giving him a name because I feel he deserves to be known as something much.
We got another difficult one here. I'm gonna try to fit all this onto one page and see if we can, but I probably can't. It's probably too much. It's probably too much, but we're gonna try anyways. Nah, this is not all gonna fit, bro. You still got like the big paragraph. Those are like the two small ones, and then there's one big one, which is this one right here. Yeah, not happening. Wait. Dude, nah. Yeah, this is too much. Oh wait, we can move it up some. Okay, there we go. We got it. Kinda. There we go.
Right again with a sigh. I ended up giving him a name because I feel he deserves to be known as something much more than just the ghost, and she stopped once more. Putting words on the page was now draining and difficult. With a deep breath, she placed her pen down and, along with her notebook, closed her eyes to think. Did any of it make sense? Or was she really just creating a person from a fragment left in her mind as she dreamt? Once she finally opened her eyes, she saw herself in the mirror again, and her smile had returned to her. It was slight, but there nonetheless. The softness of her face reminded her of her mother before her lovely ocean blue eyes let a tear fall down her cheek. Beautiful and thick, wavy, dark brown hair surrounded the sides of her head, and a cute sprinkle of freckles spanned over her cheeks. All of it reminded her of her mother, and instantly she was in a better mood again. She even took a moment to carefully pull back her hair with her hands to emulate a bun, which was often how her mother wore her hair. With Nellie
Alright. Slowly getting to the end of it. Kinda. Slowly-ish. Ish. If you don't use the metric system, fuck you. That's what I said in this shit, because, I was like, I'm just gonna use the metric system. The metric system is better. I mean, we don't really use it in the US that much, which is crazy still. Like, why don't we just accept that our system's trash and we, like, switch to the metric system? Like, I really don't understand. Like, do we actually have, like, too much pride to do that? Is that, like, the problem? Is that actually the problem? We just have too much pride. Some shit like that.
to emulate a bun, which was often how her mother wore her hair. With Nellie turning 21, she had lived with her mother all her life and decided she wanted to live on her own, but she still wanted to be close. Together, they cleaned up the space above her mother's shop, and for the past 3 months, Nellie and her best friend were living there. It was such an other shop, and for the past 3 months, Nellie and her best friend were living there. It was such a nice change of pace for her. She finally felt like she was becoming less of a young girl and more of a woman. Everything seemed like it was all headed in the right direction. While she had always felt comfortable in her own skin, she was really starting to love everything about herself. For instance, had always felt comfortable in her own skin, she was really starting to love everything about herself. For instance, she used to dislike always being the short one.
I don't know if I want that in there or not, but I felt like when I was reading this to myself, it made more sense. Like, does it make more sense to do that? To say, for instance, she used to dislike being the short one. Or should it just be, she used to dislike being the short one?
More of a woman. Everything seemed like it was all headed in the right direction. While she had always felt comfortable in her own skin, she was really starting to love everything about herself. For instance, she used to dislike always being the short one. When asked, she would say that she was 155 centimeters tall, but really that were only true if she stood on the tips of her toes. That was her attempt at feeling taller. The tips of her toes.
Not sure.
155. While she had always felt comfortable in her own skin, she was really starting to love everything about herself. For instance,
I'm gonna pull it down because I feel like I don't like it, but I don't know.
she used to dislike always being the short one. When
For example, she used to... Maybe it should be that. For example, she used to dislike being the short one. I feel like that sounds better.
she would say that she was 155 centimeters tall, but really that were only true if she stood on the tips of her toes. That was her attempt at feeling taller.
I love the contrast of like Nelly being like the shortest person ever and Grail just being massive. It's pretty great. I like the for instance, but for example is better, I think. It breaks up the sentence more. Yeah, I think for example makes I feel like that sounds more natural than for instance. Like for instance sounds good when you talk, but I feel like in a written thing, I feel like for example sounds more correct. Eh, like I'm so weird with these lines. Like I don't like how this like breaks up right here, you know? But there's really nothing I can do to fix it. Or is there? That looks so much better, man. Like, I don't know. This is gonna be too long though. No, it's actually perfect.
The same positive attitude was true with her body as well. She had finally grown into loving her more curvy figure and finally felt happy with herself being around the average weight for a woman her age. Sometimes in the past, she wanted to be as thin as the thinnest girls she had seen, but now she wondered why.
I appreciate it, Cole. You have a good night, man.
She loved the way she looked, and questioning anything about herself was so far out of her mind. Everything that made her who she was also now made her happy. After what seemed like hours, she finally snapped out of the mirror's spell. Slowly, she stood up and pulled the wrapped blanket from around her. In the comfort of her home, she wore a nice teal top, the most comfortable black shorts in the world, and of course, her favorite purple socks. With one last glance at the mirror, Nellie stepped towards the warm comfort of her bed, a scented candle guiding her way through the clothing-covered floor of her room while she hummed a tune to herself that had been stuck in her head all day. She gently said,
So close. We're getting there. Trying to be productive. It's looking good. Yeah, I think so too.
hummed a tune to herself that had been stuck in her head all day. She gently sat down on the bed and flipped her hair back behind her before pulling off the socks and tossing them to the floor. I should probably clean some. She looked at the small pile of clothes that had been there for a day or two. But that's what tomorrow's for. Getting comfortable in bed, she pulled over her light blue pillow that she never sleeps without, and with her head slightly pressed against it, she smiled. Her lips slightly pressed against it, she smiled. Her lips started to part slowly before her voice pierced the silence. Would you like to sleep now? She asked, but only the wind responded with a faint, high-pitched whirl against the window. I just want you to know that I really enjoyed our time together a few nights ago, and I hope to see you again tonight, she said nervously, carefully making sure her hair was not under her as she slept. The she slept.
Couple more. Really close to the end now. Probably 2 more things or something. Actually, no, 1 more. Wait. Yeah, I could fit the rest of this on one. 1 more. But what's weird is that's not 1 more.
The thought
Is
of
it?
another dream, another
Oh, it's because I pasted this. I see. We'll be fine.
not under her as she slept. The covers.
There we go. Okay, yeah, 1 more. We got this. I don't know if this should be ... I try not to use ... that much. Maybe it should just be a comma. Probably should just be a comma. That looks so much more official. But like the ... gives you the idea of like she does hesitate. Specifically, she hesitated to say it because it's like that's like my love, and it's quite serious.
Not under her.
I like it with the dots. Yeah, like I like both. I don't know. I mean, I think yeah, the dots gives you more the hesitation, and then the comma gives you more like it just sounds more official in writing. Because I feel like the ... is like kind of a no-no a little bit in writing. But at the same time, I feel like it has its uses. You just definitely don't want to overuse it, because I used to overuse it when I was like when I became a writer. When I first started writing, I overused the fuck out of it in dialogue to like really be like they pause there, and I stopped doing that shit.
Covers gave her comfort and confidence, somehow pushing some of the nerves aside. But if not tonight, I'm sure I will see you again soon. Yeah. She rolled over and gripped her pillow tightly against her body, almost letting a name leave her lips, but instead she kept it prisoner. Aber egal, ein Teil von dir bleibt für immer bei mir, she smiled. Und ich hoffe, du magst deinen Namen genauso wie ich, mein Liebster. She spoke quietly to her right with a contagious smile, hesitating on the last 2 words. Her eyes began to close, and her smile brightened at the thoughts that crossed her mind. The thought of another dream, another lovely night, and another moment with someone she felt so close to, even if it were for but a night.
Should probably leave this up a little bit longer. And get rid of that. Do this. Something like that, I don't know. Because I'm told I don't do that enough. You gotta ask people for that shit. Oh yeah, I was gonna change it back to the dots. I don't know which one I like more. I mean, I think the dots make a lot of sense, because she, like, hesitates a bit. I don't know, did I hesitate when I said it, though?
Her eyes began to close, and her smile brightened at the thoughts that crossed. Azoviek. Deinen Namen Gnazoviek, mein Liebster.
Kinda. I mean, I obviously tried to. I actually think the German part sounds pretty good. I'm sure some, like, native German speaker will hear it and be like, you said that wrong. But for me not speaking German, I feel like it's pretty damn good. To be fair, though, I can actually say that a little bit. Well, because I've practiced, I've said that line so many times. There's some German lines that I've written, though, that I think are correct, but I just can't fucking say them.
For but a night.
This should be faster. Something like that. So I gotta go back through and take out a couple of these lines. I know I highlighted some of these ones that I don't like, but overall it should be pretty good.
Eternally yours.
Maybe I should have done... I already noticed one thing, though. This... Which one is it? This? Yeah. This should start there.
Eternally yours. After a nice sip of warm Glühwein, Nelly grabbed a blanket to shield herself from the cold. Taking a moment to wrap it around her body delicately, she took a seat at her desk only to peer out the window for a moment and watch the snow fall. With her arms free to move outside the blanket, she could continue with her drink, but most importantly, she could continue her writing. Despite having an entire book to write, she really wanted to try something new today. The story she normally wrote was getting more difficult to write each time, and it felt like she was slowly losing interest. It made her feel sad, but the feeling only lasted a moment as she convinced her mind that all would work out in the end. Instead, today she wanted to write about herself, which was something she hadn't done in quite some time. She also wanted to write about the past few days she had spent with her mother.
I didn't add the translation to the German part. Should I do that? I probably should do that.
thoughts that crossed her mind. The thought of another dream, another lovely night, and another moment with someone she felt so close to, even if it were for but a night.
Fuck, where do I even put that though? Because I don't have enough room to put it there.
Night.
Well,
Another moment with someone she felt so close
yeah,
to,
I don't have enough.
even if it were for but a night.
I don't have enough room to put it there, nor do I like it being there. It would have to be here. Damn, I'm gonna have to type that out. Let me see if I can just go grab it. Here we go. This is what I actually wrote for the part. I gotta end that there, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it probably needs to be somewhere, the translation. Maybe it should be on separate things, like the thank you thing should just be after this. Trying to figure this out, how I'm gonna do this. Paste this here, I guess. Something like that. Wish I could tell where the middle was, because I really can't. It doesn't tell you, so it's just kind of a guesstimate. Hmm. I should probably just do the voiceover of like me doing the German translation as well. On it like looks centered on some and then it doesn't look centered on others. It's weird. Looks good enough though.
Eternally.
Alright. This is pretty good. Alright. Well, it's pretty much done. I can put this out. Then I need to work on Grails. I'm trying to think. Grails has something I don't like about it too, and that's gonna be pretty annoying to deal with. Because the thing I don't like about Grail's intro piece is like, it's like the entire thing. It like encompasses the entire thing. Which is crazy because like the intro piece to Grail is actually really, really good. It just sucks that there's one thing that I just haven't got over because it just doesn't make sense. And I can't get over that. Like, it doesn't make sense for her character, but it's like literally like the thing she is doing. I can't really, I can't change it. The only thing I can do is add things that make it like make sense, which I kind of have already done. I've done that like to a decent ability, but I might be able to do that a bit more. I love this little German part at the end. This is great. Well, I guess I'm done with this for now. Just gotta later tonight. Just gotta go over the few lines that I didn't like the sound of, just my voice, because that's really all it is. I just didn't like the way I phrased it, or like or I didn't like the sound of it, so I just gotta repeat some lines and try to get a little bit of a better sound going. I'm actually really excited to record like some of the like slang the Grail slang, because it's very hard for me to like speak it. So when I read it to people, I usually like fumble it a few times because it's very difficult. But on a mic, obviously, I'll take out all the fumbled parts, so it'll just sound clear and clean, and it's gonna sound so fucking good, I feel like. Either that or it's gonna sound cringy, but I don't think it will. I think it'll actually sound really good. So I'm actually excited to hear it. Yeah, I've gotten better at it. I have gotten better at reading it sometimes. I actually really like the long rants, like where there's like, I don't know, like a paragraph where Grail's talking or something, or like these longer lines. They're really good. They're actually really good. I feel like you really get like this sense. I love the way Grail talks so much. It's so good. And it makes it funnier that like in the scene where she's talking to the bear, like she's talking to a bear like that. It's just so funny. I'm almost sad that Grail like loses her accent in the book. I don't know. I might have to change that, but at the same time, I feel like it does really make sense for her character. Because she's supposed to like in the book, she's supposed to have like much less of an accent than she did here, and I'm hoping that people think at first it's like, wait, why? Or well, I'm just hoping people like recognize it, which I think they will. It's kind of obvious. Like if you hear the short story, then you hear Grail in the book. Like Grail in the book has a much less accent. Like she doesn't have like an accent. Um, but the reason isn't because she's like lost it because she's been gone. It's because she like doesn't like her gang, and she doesn't like all these gangs. Like she doesn't want to be a part of it, and like she associates like that way of talking with them. So she's like trying to like pronounce her ths or her h's, and she's trying to like not say like certain words and stuff. But I've written it in a way where like it comes out when she's drunk. Like when she's drunk, she starts like she uses much more slang, and she like talks like she used to a bit more, especially when she's mad. When she's really mad, that but I love that. It's like when she's calm, like when she's really thinking about her words, she'll say think, like, and she'll say it like, I guess, quote unquote correctly, if you want to say it like, well, it's not correct, it's just I guess a different accent. She'll say it without the accent. But then there was like there's one part, it's like one line, and I fucking love it. I love it so much. Where like she's talking to Nelly, and Nelly's like the first person that's ever been around Grail that like hypes her up, So Grail's used to like talking shit, but she doesn't get hyped up for talking shit. Like she could say like, yeah, I've done this and I've done that, and nobody's ever like behind her being like, yeah, that shit's crazy. Like no one ever, no one's hyping her up kind of thing. But Nelly does a little bit, where she'll be like, oh my god, that is impressive, and it catches Grail off guard. And there's like one time where Grail's like boasting about how much weight she was lifting. I can't remember like what the exact line was, but like basically she was like saying yeah, like I got hurt that day, and I still went home and did I don't know, like 140 reps or some shit, like 140 kilograms, so a fucking lot. And Nelly's immediately like, wait, 140? That's insane. And immediately like what, even though Grail was mad, her immediate response is like, I know it's a mad thing. And she's like happy about it. It's like she's like, immediately she responds like that, and then she like smacks her hand on the table really hard, and she's like, a mad thing. And Nelly's just like acts like she didn't hear it. She's like, okay. But it's funny. It's funny, and it's like interesting because it's the first time in the book that you hear her say that. Like she's like, I know it's a mad thing, and then she smacks her hand like, a mad thing, a mad thing. And now Nelly's just like, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. I don't know what just happened. Yeah, I kind of like that. I like that she's like, it's like she's trying to get away from her own accent, but she can't. Just like really annoyed at it. But I think like me, like as like the creator of her character, I love the accent though. I don't want it to be gone from her. But I do think it makes sense that like she would genuinely try to get away from it. Like she just associates it with the gang and she doesn't like the gang. So it's kind of just like it makes sense. Like they all talk that way and she doesn't want to talk like that. Also, she feels like people treat her like she's dumb because she talks that way, and that's like another thing she doesn't like. It's like she's clearly not dumb. It's like, well, I guess if people think that I'm dumb for talking that way, I gotta stop talking that way. Well, but then again, she'd probably take it one step further and just be like, nah, I'm just gonna stop talking. Like, I don't know. Alright, what's the plan now? Do I play Diablo? I guess probably do. I guess I probably play some Diablo. Diaboloso. Alright. Help you? Why do you need my help? You're a higher level than me at this point, so I need your help probably. I haven't been playing that much. I haven't had time. I need to go fucking find Lilith statues. Just fucking spend the whole day doing that. That's what I need to do. Yeah, you can call.
That was fast.
Hello. Well,
Hey.
you called. What do you mean?
I didn't. Usually it rings a little bit more before you answer.
Yeah, usually it doesn't show up that you call like immediately, but it actually popped
Yeah.
up.
That's
Yeah.
like whenever you call me, I'm like, it never like notifies me that you're calling me, but then like sometimes if I'm like right in front of my computer, it'll pop up. I'm like, what the hell? Dude, I need your help. I cannot do these strongholds on my own.
Oh, I don't want to do strongholds. I don't know which.
Can you help me finish? I just need, hold on. I have like one more in Skosland. Pretty please. And then we'll go find Lilith statues.
I mean, yeah, I can. I just probably play a different character though. I don't know if I want to keep playing this character. I want to like play something else.
I mean, I'm on my rogue if you want to do that. I can log on to my rogue.
I don't even know what I want to play. I mean, the problem is I don't have.
You're beefy.
I don't have a barbarian at a decent level or a necromancer at a decent level, and then I can't really play the wizard because that's my dad's character. It pretty much like narrows it down to everything, unless I want to actually just go to like. I mean, I guess I could like start my barbarian and just go like do skip story and just fucking do all that other shit.
I've contemplated skipping the storyline on the rogue just because, I mean, we've already beaten the game.
Yeah, but I honestly feel like it's not a good idea because it's so much good XP. Like I think that's like part of like leveling up. I feel like if you skip it, it's gonna take you longer. And it's not like the
That's-
story's bad, so you might as well. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. It's like there's not really a
I'm
reason to
stuck
skip
at.
it.
I think my rogue's like 25, and I'm stuck at one of the when Nael or whatever her name is, you know, like we kill her mom or whatever, and then like you have to hunt down Lilith, and you have to fight that big, not the big beefy butcher dude, but like one of the Lilith's pets. I keep getting my face stomped by him. Just because I don't have good gear yet. And the rogue is kind of squishy.
Well, if I can get my fucking barbarian to level 60 somehow, I got a fucking nice weapon.
Oh, yeah, that's always helpful. Can you just, yeah, I just need your help with this one. I just need this one stronghold, and it's level 62, and I'm only 60.
Well,
So no, I'm not higher level than you.
The strong, yeah, you are. Well, yeah, pretty much. No, level. The strongholds are 2 levels higher than you, regardless, no matter what level you are.
Are they?
Yeah, they're just
Oh.
2 levels higher than you. That's why they're hard.
I just need, it's Hope's Light. It's the only one I need for Skosglen, and then I'm done with strongholds for Skosglen.
Hang on, let me. I'm going to change my mic real quick.
Okay.
Alright.
Just do that for now.
Yeah, I don't know, like, I want to play something else, but at the same time, it's, like, gonna take so fucking long to get to where I was at. On anything. Even on the fucking... I have a 34, and even on that one, it's gonna take forever.
Dude, I played my rogue most of the night last night, and it just, even with the mount, it still feels like it just drags. Because you have to like reopen the entire map all over again.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
just
the
like,
other problem.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I
You
don't
can't
know
just
if-
like port around.
I'm just gonna Google real quick.
What the map? The Lilith altars?
No, I'm just gonna Google what people
Oh.
think about skipping the campaign.
Oh yeah. Like I made the rogue to play with my best friend, but like we couldn't play today, and I'm just like, I want to play this character, but she told me, she's like, don't skip the storyline. I'm like, but I don't want to run around everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like people are just saying, like, like, the campaign is the quickest way to level up in the game, so if you skip it, then
It just takes
you're
10 times
just
longer.
taking longer, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
if you,
figured that was gonna be
I
the
mean,
case.
yeah, so, and it's, I don't know, I think it's not worth it, probably, but I already did
I
it on
probably
one
won't.
character, though, but I might need to, like, I mean, they're only level 5, so I might just have to, like, I might just recreate her, and
Yeah.
I'll probably actually do that. It's like because I was messing around with well, I kind of want to just at least play a barbarian, like, really quick, but I need to, like, I need to at least get to the sanctuary before I can help you with the stronghold. But that won't take very long at all. Level, like, I haven't played with them yet. But I mean, it doesn't take that long, so I'm just gonna do it real quick. Oh, I like her voice.
But if you party with me, wouldn't it be my level? Oh, wait, no, that's right. It
No,
goes
skills.
to whatever level you are.
Hey, that's crazy. The barbarian gets fucking 4 weapons. Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Oh yeah, and I just start with 10. Oh, it'll be really quick, because I already start with 10 points too, so like I'm already like just OP. I just gotta find which thing. Let me read some abilities first. Lunge forward and strike an enemy. 13 damage. Interesting. Oh my god, there's an attack speed 1. Obviously, I'm doing that because I want to hit fast as fuck.
You know what? I'm just gonna log on to my rogue. Fuck this. I don't feel like doing this right now. I really don't feel like doing this right now.
Yeah, once I get to the main thing, I'll help you.
It's fine. I'm just gonna log on my rogue. You can run around on that. I really want to level her up. Yeah, I'm only level 22 on her.
Oh my god, the attack speed's already fucking crazy. I like this character already, please. Please give me...
Oh, Jesus.
My attack speed's insane! What the fuck?
Okay, so on the rogue, when do you get, like, because I just unlocked, like, the second specialization or whatever. When can you, like, enchant things with, like, poison and stuff? Do you need to be 30 for that? Do you remember?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but I feel like I feel like 30 sounds like too much.
Yeah. Cause
What,
like,
you're talking about you're talking about embedding your weapon with poison.
yeah.
That's early. You already have that, 100%. That's gotta be. It's gotta be early. There's no way it was past 20. Or wait, what level were you?
I'm 22.
Yeah, there's no way it was past 20. Like, it was early. That was like one of the earliest abilities I got, I feel like.
Because the specializations, all I have is, like, the combo points.
Yeah, it's not that.
And then, is it in abilities?
Yeah, it's an ability. You have to, like, you tap at the ability. It's like a cooldown ability, and it gives your next 2 attacks poison, and then you use it, and then you have to do it again.
Like, is it in the skill tree?
Yeah.
Where the fuck
That
is it?
poor monk back there must have gone inside.
Weapon mastery.
Level 2!
Keep you safe.
Damage reduction. Defense.
Could you
I really, really, really wish, Blizzard, if you're listening, I really, 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 really wish I could throw it on difficulty 3 on
Oh,
any
there it
character,
is.
because I've already unlocked difficulty 3. Please and thank you. Like, I really want to do that. That's, like, the thing that I'm most disappointed in. That's, like, the only thing that disappoints me in this game is, like, why can't I play on difficulty 3 on any character? Like, I unlocked it. Just let me suffer if it's that hard. Like,
Let me suffer.
because I want the extra XP. Like, I want 100% extra XP.
Let me suffer. It's fine. It'll be fine.
I'm not ready.
This
I
is
don't have it unlocked yet.
ridiculous,
I
my
need one
attack
more
speed.
skill point.
It's so fucking crazy. Like,
Barbarian?
yes. You wouldn't think so, but it fucking is. Like,
Yeah, I'm
it's
confused.
stupid.
Like,
It's
faster
because-
than the rogue?
Yes, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, probably. I'm using the dual wielding. So you have two two-handed weapons and you have 2 one-handed weapons, and one of the basic attacks is dual wielding. So you like slash both your weapons, and every time you hit once, it gives you 20% extra attack speed for like a certain amount of time, up to 60. So basically, I just have 60% extra attack speed on one-handed weapons right now, like whenever I'm hitting shit, and it's fast as fuck. Like, I'm tearing shit up.
The one thing that, like, always confuses me, like, with the rogue is, like, you know how you always have the bow equipped, like, you can't get rid of it?
Yeah.
Like, I guess I figured out, like, you have to, like, even if you don't use it, it gives you extra stats on your attack no matter
Well,
what.
yeah, that's what I was thinking about. That's why I think the barbarian might be like fucking nasty, because he gets 4 weapons, so it's like I get 4 weapons worth of fucking good ass gear. Like it doesn't matter if I'm even using them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, so theoretically speaking, unless there's something that like I'll see later that changes my mind and like nerfs it, theoretically speaking, like a barbarian gets 4 legendary buffs from just their weapons. Like, right?
Mm-hmm. That'd be
Which
my
is
guess.
fucking stupid.
Oh my god, my game just froze.
Feels bad.
I was
What
just
level
about
is
to
your rogue?
enter.
I'm a
22.
Well, it doesn't really matter if we're not the same level. I was gonna say... Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
I have all gold gear on it. It's just... It's the grind to getting, you know, where I guess we got, well, at least in my opinion, I got used to being spoiled with good gear and like gems and all of that stuff, and like having to start all over again. It's just the grind to getting there again is kind of annoying. At least in my opinion. Other people might not feel the same way, but
Well,
just
that's what I'm talking about with, like, we should be able to put it on difficulty 3, because that would make the grind less grind. But for some
Exactly.
reason, it won't. For some reason, you can't. And I really don't like that. Not gonna lie.
And I guess they probably do that on purpose, so it forces you to actually really
Yeah,
play.
but in the previous game, it's like,
I'm out of
you could
here.
put it on whatever,
You can
like,
choose
after
whatever
you unlock.
difficulty you wanted, yeah.
Which is what it should have been. That's how it should be. I don't know. I feel like they'll probably change it because I feel like I'm not the only one that's bothered by that. You should definitely be able to
No.
start on the hardest difficulty after you unlock it. Like I get having to unlock it, but like you should be able to do whatever the fuck you want after that.
I mean, if you beat the game on one character and you invested all the time and stuff into it, like you should, like, because it's all account bound anyway. So I mean, why not? Kind of, you know, at least if you don't want to do it at level 1 or whatever, make it like level 10. You know, like once you get through to Sanctuary.
This is crazy that you can have this many weapons. It's so fucking. Like I'm gonna be OP. Like this character is gonna be so much better than my druid. I can already tell. Like just because it's like I got 4 weapons worth of legendary. Like I'm gonna be OP as fuck.
I must wait.
I can already hear the excitement in your voice.
Like I'm actually
Which is
really
kind of
excited to play
alarming.
this character. Also, I really like this like girl's look. I like this girl. Like I like the way she looks more than my barbarian or more than my druid. So
I'm not ready yet.
You've returned.
this girl looks like a fucking badass.
The old ruins are...
I'm already like, I love the rogue already. Like, cause
I'm out of fury.
I mean, you play with me. Like, I always have to get up front and center and like fight. I don't like standing off to the side and be like, we cast this, we
I'm
cast
not
that.
ready.
Yeah, yeah, me too. I don't like that as much either.
Like, I like to run in like, yeah, I don't freeze stuff, but then it's like my attack is so freaking slow.
That was all of them.
I just can't believe how fast I'm attacking with this barbarian. I fucking love it. I didn't think it'd be. I don't know. I didn't think there'd be anything fast. Like I knew there'd be some decently quick stuff, but not like that. Like this is crazy. I like this a lot. Feels good. Its fast attack speed is definitely like the way to go. It just feels good.
Mm-hmm. Let me get some more energy. Kill you. Kill
I
you.
must wait. Blood petals. Like the ones I was fed.
I'm just doing a side dungeon
Is
right
this
now.
real?
There, yeah, I'll be like ready in like literally a few. I
I'm
don't
not
know.
worried about it. I'm
I'll
just
be ready
doing
soon.
one of those stupid side
Not
quests.
while I'm in town.
Oh, that's the other thing I want to do is I want to run through dungeons that like I haven't done the first reward thing on yet, because I still have like a lot of those. Because those you can do on any character, doesn't matter. So just get them done for the first time.
Okay, who keeps attacking me? You.
Yeah, I feel like they should have
Is-
done a couple things differently. Like I think the difficulty you should be able to play on any difficulty after you unlock it. Then also the Lilith statues should be like for every character. You just get them once.
Yes.
They shouldn't be like every time because it's just too much. It's a lot to get every time.
I was giggling when I was running this last night because I already found some Lilith statues that I didn't find on my other character, and I'm like, oh, hey, look at that.
I actually did spend like a little bit of time last night just like running around grabbing them, so I got quite a few.
Is anyone
I'm
here?
feared, I'm feared, I'm feared.
Hiding back here.
Attack. Attack. Done.
Honestly, we could run, like, if I can catch up to you on main quest, or if you want to help me catch up, we could run main quests on these characters to level them up
Yeah.
again pretty quick.
I'm down.
We could do strongholds
Oh.
first, though. We can do those. Well, but strongholds, we gotta make sure that they don't have, they might have a level start that I don't have, or whatever, like a low level that you have to be, thing. Oh, I see the expertise thing popping out. This looks interesting.
Never thought I'd live to see your way.
Oh. What? Tell her if she doesn't, she's grounded, and I'm taking the iPad away for good. Sorry.
The angel. Let's not linger. Key overshot lies.
Ow! My god, this attack is just nuts. I'm not used to this. I'm like flying through shit.
Hold. To enter the city, you must
We have no
first...
time for this.
So wait, how does the barbarian weapon expertise work? When using an axe. So I think you just have to use... maybe you just have to use them to level them up. Not really sure.
And inscribe it with the sin which troubles you. Then, cast it into the brazier. As the fire burns the wood, so too will the light burn away your sin.
This way? I don't know.
Alright, I just got to the main town.
This is a way.
You overshot or whatever.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just in this dungeon. Finish this real quick.
So, what did you write on? I'm off to the wood. Tattoos, sway back, cloudy eyes.
Like, if you want to catch up on the main story, like, you're really probably not that much further behind than I am.
Yeah,
then.
probably not too bad.
Oh, shit, I have to go over there.
Do you know which one you're on? Like, how much did you do?
The old man
I'm on Act 1, Descent. So, follow this trail through the necropolis of the Firstborn.
No judge.
Ah,
I'm not ready yet.
Yes, well,
Yeah, I should have done Rogue first. Like, holy crap. I don't think I would have struggled nearly as much. The only thing I wish that you could do is like you could still have the map pulled up and like still be moving instead of just stopping.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Which way do I go? Incoming crossbow. See if you're any better than the other one. Are you? Yes. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it'd be so nice if you could just throw it on difficulty 3 though, and
I know.
you'd just cruise to that level. Or wait,
I must wait.
actually I have a thought.
What?
Because technically speaking, It's unlocked by completing the dungeon in Kiovashad in World Tier 2. So does that mean if you quote unquote if you skip the campaign, which unlocks that
Unlock
dungeon, can you do it at like your low level and then unlock it?
You have the one that's already skipped the campaign, right?
I do, I could like go check. I mean, but the problem is the dungeon might actually be like a level 50 rather than just like
That's
your
my
level.
concern too.
But if it
yeah.
is just your level, then it would just be hard, but we could go through it and get it.
We could.
I'll go check after I talk to this person. It doesn't say anything about having to be level 50 to play that difficulty, it just says you have to beat the game and then beat that thing.
Yeah.
So, technically speaking.
Can be sought.
And everything else scales with your level, so maybe that dungeon does too, and it's just hard.
Is that like a loophole, maybe? Yeah.
Alright, let me quit out of this real quick.
Before you go.
Reverend Mother, I received a report of a
Because that would be the only thing that would make skipping the campaign worth it. If you could just skip and go straight to that difficulty, that would be worth it. I just think otherwise it's not worth it, but if that's the case, it's definitely worth it, because that you'd fucking gain so many levels in that difficulty so much quicker than this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go see. I have all these fucking skeletons following me on this character.
Yeah.
Ready.
Necromancer OP.
Okay, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick when you check that, okay?
Okay.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
Interesting. Looks like
Okay, I'm back. What'd you find? Hmm. I'm on my rogue. I'm not on Harley. Where are you? Oh, you're at the Obels person. Oh, that's weird. I'm right next to you. Oh wait, whoa, hold on. Alright, try adding me now. I thought that was you that added me, but it was some random person. Yeah, I'm gonna...
I need more time.
What if I log on to my rogue? Or not my rogue, what if I log on my sorcerer?
I cannot do that here.
Yeah, let me log on her. Um, I mean, I can buff up too. Okay. I'm logging on early now. Oh, whoa. Hold on. I forgot I was in like the middle of a fucking field. Alright, party me. I'll come to you. Are you in Kyovashad? On my way. Why isn't it letting me get there right now? It did. I mean, technically I already completed it, so... No, I'm here with you. I boss up. Yeah. No pressure, right? Let's go. I know you can carry me with the bear. We'll find out, won't we? Well, he's not hurting you, so it's fine, right? Oh, I got him. This is gonna be interesting. These aren't causing that much damage to me, so... I'm worried about the boss, yeah. I've clutched up with bosses before. Yeah. The only time I really struggle is when I'm like overly mobbed. Oh, did you? Where is he? Oh, it's a little skeleton. Oh. Are you on your necro? Run! I'm trying to get his attention. Are you dead?
I need more time.
Yeah, we're just doing this to frickin'... Okay. So I'm gonna leave. I should be able to. Are you still in there? Oh. I don't know. Well, let's just beat it. If I can beat it, we'll find out. And then from there we'll know, you know. We already on this character, so we'll know once we're done. Well, it's kind of like a trial and error thing, because if I can beat it once, we know I can beat it again. Alright, do we go straight through? Oh, that's right. Oh, some big hits there. Just smack him once. right?
Oh. I have my mic muted for my stream, my bad. I'm here.
Oops.
There's another guy back
You're
here.
getting
But...
some good drops.
Yeah, I guess.
Ready yet.
I mean, I can't use any of them. There's someone behind you.
Yeah, Sam.
And another one. I'm just gonna die a bunch at a time. Oh. I don't know.
I was gonna revive you.
Honestly, don't waste your time. Don't worry about it. I would just, you just do it. You just kill everything.
I need more time.
It's like actually not worth your time.
I just
Resident.
saw him turn around and smack you. That's how I felt, okay? That's how I felt when you were like in charge of everything and whooping everything and I was just sitting there dying. Where'd that bitch go? There he is.
The fuck?
Ooh,
This
you
ability's
resisted that.
trash.
Okay. So now I go this way.
When
Yep,
are you
here's
playing
the other one.
Apex? I don't know. Not sure. Not too sure about that one. Oh, I have to assign it here. That's weird. Who are you playing with? This is Harley.
What up, what up? We're just experimenting something right now.
Yeah. I'm honestly just gonna like let you do your thing and just sit over here, because it doesn't matter. I don't need to follow you around.
My audience here.
I'm not ready yet.
Probably the one and only time I'll ever feel strong on this character. Alright, I think there's 2 more over here.
No, one snuck by, I'm gonna die.
Crap. Sorry. On my way.
You snuck by, they're trying to hit me.
At least are you getting good gold?
Yeah, but gold is shared on all characters, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, didn't know that at first. That was a lovely eye-opener when I made my rogue.
Yeah, you have a lot of fucking gold the next time you play. That's why I don't get, it's like that shit carries over, but then they're not gonna carry over the, like, I can't just play on
The
difficulty
difficulty,
3.
yeah.
Like, why not? Like, well, why not? Maybe, yeah, it must be, like, I feel like we're wasting our time. It's fine, because, like, we're learning, but, like, it must be, like, it does say level 50 through 70, so that's probably what that means. It means that the enemies are 50, because that makes sense. If the enemies are base 50, it makes sense that they wouldn't let you start on the difficulty. Which is probably why. That's probably what it is. It's just the enemies are at 50 at that point. It's just kind of dumb. I don't think they should
I'm
have done
just
it that
curious
way.
to see how many levels you're gonna get from this.
I mean, I'm leveling up fast, but like I don't feel like I'm leveling up so fast that it's like stupid, but I mean, I'm gonna get at least like 5 levels from this. But like turning it in might be massive as fuck. I don't know. Turning it in could give me
Yeah.
10. I don't know, because it could just be nasty, or it could just give me 1. I don't know. But yeah, like
Alright, I found
every
the one.
enemy you kill, every one enemy you kill, it gives me like a 1/10 of a bar, which is like a pretty good amount. But like it's not crazy though. What was I gonna look at? I don't know, I need to be level
Alright, this
15
is a nice
to get
little shit show.
this.
These are a shit ton of elites.
Look.
I mean, I'm not dying yet. Ooh, that hurt. Quit teleporting everywhere, douche. I actually had a heal on that. Wait, is there still one more?
Yeah, somewhere.
Where's... Oh, he's over here.
Yeah.
He's in this door. Behind door number 3! Ow, that actually hurt.
What's the best class in
Dragon Ball?
Diablo? It depends on which game you're talking about, but there's not really a best class. They're all pretty good, to be honest. Kind of depends on your build. People are saying the Rogue's the best class in this game, but... Which, I mean, I think...
I think they all have their strengths,
I don't know.
but like you said, yeah, it
They're
depends
all
on their
pretty good.
build.
Yeah, it really depends on what you build.
And what you're most comfortable playing.
'Cause I feel like... Just from the start, I feel like the Barbarian looks fucking nasty, but I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something, but I'm excited to play him.
You're just gonna stay there?
Yeah, there's no reason for me to move right now. Oh, I can change, like, I see how it works. Active defender.
You're right, I really am used to difficulty 3.
Yeah. Oh, I see how it works. You have like 3 different... Oh, that's cool. I kinda like this. Necromancer is cool. Yeah, it's not that I thought they weren't cool, but...
Okay, I think I'm going final boss now.
Okay.
I'm not ready yet.
I'm coming up there, I guess. I might
Be
need to
careful,
come in
there's a
with you.
shit ton of mobs. Hold on, let me kill these guys first.
Okay. I can't even tell how far. I'm pretty far behind you still.
Yeah, I don't know if I got all the mobs, so...
Okay. That's fine. If I die, I die. I don't have anything to lose. Like, my gear's shit. It doesn't matter. I don't care about my gear. I is here.
You know what's sad is these shocking lightning things hurt more than the fucking mobs do. Did you just pop a move?
Nope.
Oh, that was weird.
I'm picking up gold, though.
That's how I used to feel when you would just go plowing through everything and I'd just be behind you collecting all the gold. Okay, yep, we got a healing well here, so... You know the boss is near. Don't go to the left, there's
Oh,
mobs I
there's a
haven't
guy.
killed.
Yeah, he's coming
Yeah.
my way.
No, he's not. Oh, I
Good luck.
forgot it's this one.
Good luck. You've got this. You're nasty at this game.
Wait, are you gonna be my hype guy? Cause this is not normal.
You're melting whoever the fuck Lord Commander is.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot he's got a pull.
Imagine I just gained like 50 levels. I mean, I won't.
Oh my
but
God.
Imagine though.
I would crack up and be like, alright, we're doing this with all of our characters. Ow. That wasn't nice, sir. They're not really doing much damage to me.
Yeah, it is only 2, so I mean, it's not that bad. I can't. Is there more after this, or is this like it? I can't remember.
I forgot.
Because I thought this. I feel like I remember it being really long, so I feel like this might not be just it,
I
but this might be
do.
it.
It probably felt really long because we weren't used to playing on a different world tier, you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, I can join the fight in progress. How many is left? Is it just one?
I'm on the one.
I'm
Yeah.
coming in.
Done.
Oh yeah, next
Oh,
area
there's
of
a
the dungeon.
portal.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like I remember it being longer than just that.
Uh,
Well, I didn't get like any XP for those guys, which was kind of weird. Thought I would get some. Like, I got more from these normal guys you killed than those guys, I think. It's odd.
there's a bunch of mobs stay behind.
I'm not that hungry, but I almost want to just go get food, because like I can't do anything anyway, so I just gotta wait. Gotta do something else. I gotta look at my PC or something, look at some shit on here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Gotta
Oh,
do
hello.
something. I guess I'll get on my phone and look at shit.
You know, I'm trying to go as fast as I can here. There's just mobs everywhere. This is hard to do by yourself.
Leveled up.
Alright, congratulations. I'm gonna have carpal tunnel by the end of this. Oh, we got a big boy in here. Alright. Oh, we got a poison boy in here too. Okay. So this is fun. And a stack of them just went down. I forgot who the final boss is. Isn't it that, what's his face? No, I don't think it's
it
him.
might be random. I don't know if it's the same every time, but I could be wrong. Because other dungeons are random, I thought.
Yeah. Why is that door sealed? How many of these do I have to fucking kill? What the hell? Slay all enemies. Okay, this is fun. Go a lot faster if my ultimate wasn't once every 60 seconds. You probably could get yourself food and be back, and I'd probably still be fighting.
Probably.
There's so many over here. Pretty sure we did this dungeon together, didn't we? The last time?
I can't remember.
Oh shit.
Let me put another skill point in. I'm about to level up twice, or like again.
Enjoy.
3 levels.
I'm over here breaking my back.
I mean, I'm gonna not be able to kill anything when I get out of here because I won't have good enough gear. I'll be like high level with nothing. I'll have to buy everything at the shop selling. Oh, you dropped me a legendary over there. I need to get there. I'm gonna have to get there. I'm not gonna be able to get
here dropping.
There's like, yeah, but there's enemies over here you left, so I don't know what to. I'm gonna try to get to
I
that
haven't
legendary.
cleared them all out yet.
I'm going for the legendary.
Ooh, shiny.
I want to see what it is. Go on.
So there's probably a lot, because I mean, I'm not picking up any of the gear or anything, so there's...
It's a legendary ring. I just got it. And I leveled up. What does the ring do? The level 41 required ring. Each time the Shadow Blight key passive deals damage to enemies, it increases your next Shadow Blight's damage. Pretty good ring for being level 10.
5.
Yeah, I can't use it though. For 30 levels. Thought it'll be worth it then. Well, it probably actually would be worth it then. Just because you don't get that many legendaries until you're like 60.
Yeah. There's one straight one over here. Where are you at? "12 enemies remain, and I'm pretty sure they're all right over here." Yep.
Oh, I died. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I really am used to the other. Like, I'm not even. There's more gold stuff over here. Where's the last two? On your body.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, it spawned me like... Where did it spawn me? Oh, before the teleporter, I guess. Before you take the teleporter.
Curator's chamber. Okay. That's a lot of... Please don't summon minions. Where you at? Hurting most is are these AoEs that's just thrown down.
Are you fighting the boss now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I know, right? Weird, I'm not taking damage. He's almost dead.
Nice.
Got her.
Dungeon complete. There's legendaries up there. Holy shit, I'm going to get them.
There's a lot. Hold on, let me kill the rest of these mobs.
I didn't get anything for completing this. Maybe it's when I leave, though. But theoretically, I got the difficulty unlocked. But I think it will be just level 50, so I don't think there's like anything I can do about that. But
Only gold's dropped for me, so come see what you got.
I have 3 legendaries. You dropped me 3.
You're welcome.
Dagger, amulet, and ring.
I guess that's repayment for picking up all the sacreds when we were in
No,
other
that's
dungeons.
not the same thing.
You know what? I tried, okay?
Alright, I guess I'm out of here. I don't know.
Honestly, if it still is just all levels 50s, I wouldn't say it's worth it with our other characters.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it's gonna be. It's definitely not worth it if that's the case. Alright, let me go inspect the statue. See if it'll even let me click on it. I might have to
Oh my
be
God.
level 50 as well. I don't know, it says I can. Or well, I mean it says it's unlocked.
My
It only
allies
gave me
must
5,000 XP for the quest, so it doesn't that's not
What? That's not even worth it.
yeah, it didn't. It's like definitely scaled to my level.
I must wait for my allies to arrive.
Alright. Let me go roam out to a random thing real quick and see what level it is. Not that way.
Not while I'm
Or well, I guess you can go that way too. I'm pretty sure they're just gonna be. What the fuck? Why are there holy chalices and shit on the ground? Yeah, it says 53 plus, so yeah, that's why. Okay, well at least now we know. Like this is 53. I
Yeah, no.
can't do
Not
this,
worth it.
obviously. Well, shit. Well, hell. I think I'm going to. I'm gonna turn off my stream. I'm gonna do that real quick. Probably go back to just like my barbarian though and fuck about.
Yeah, I was thinking about switching back to my rogue.
Well, at least now we know that it's just not worth it. You just definitely have to hit 50.
Yeah. It was a nice little ego boost for me, knowing I can solo that dungeon, even though it's tier 2.
Yeah, that's good.
If I did that